This is the fourth video of Lecture 1. In this video, I describe business strategy and mainly two categorization of strategies suggested by Porter and Miles and Snow. Let me remind you the definition of a strategy that I provided in the first video. A strategy is a plan of actions designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal. A business strategy can be developed at three different levels: corporate level, a strategic business unit level, and functional level. In the case of Samsung, we know that Samsung has several SBUs: Samsung Mobile, Samsung ICs, and Samsung Fridge, for examples. You can write a strategy for the Samsung as a corporate. You can also develop a strategy for Samsung Mobile. You may also create a strategy, a marketing strategy for Samsung Mobile. Functional strategies that are usually developed are financial strategy, marketing strategy, human resource strategy, and information system strategy. So IS strategy is a component of business strategy. It should be developed in a way that is aligned with other functional strategies as well as SPU strategy and corporate strategy. Porters argue that there are two generic strategies: differentiation and cost leadership. Using differentiation strategy, a company offers products and services with unique features so that the company can ask for high-end prices from customers. An example is Cadillac or BMW, which charge top dollar for their cars. On the other hand, a cost leadership strategy requires a company to create products or provide services at the lowest average unit cost possible in the industry. Examples are Chevrolet in the United States or Volkswagen in Europe. These companies try to provide low price cars. How can you achieve a differentiation strategy? How can you implement a differentiation strategy? You need to have superior designs, you need to have investment in innovation researches and development, you need to have superior engineering departments, customer intimacy, and so on and so forth. On the other hand, to implement cost leadership, you focus on cost minimization, you focus on operational excellence. That means operating the same activities and achieving the same outcome, but in a more efficient way than your rivals. Note that these two generic strategies are the extremes of a continuum. Usually organizations are in somewhere between the two extremes. Also, organization may use a generic strategy in one market and another generic strategy in another market. This is called a focus strategy, where an organization target a specific segment of customers or industry with, for example, differentiation strategy, but another segment is targeted with a cost leadership strategy. Pause here for a minute and try to answer this quiz. Miles and Snow, on the other hand, categorize firms based on their strategies in a different way. They argue that there are three types of firms: defenders, prospectors, and analyzers. This categorization is based on the concept of change. Defenders try to avoid changes. They want to make the company and its environment stable. Therefore, they go after high quality but standard products or services to be delivered to the customers at the lowest price possible. For this goal, to achieve this goal, they emphasize on operational efficiency. That means they try to do the business processes with the lowest resources required. On the other hand, prospectors create changes. They like and love changes. Therefore, they try to produce new products, new services, or even go to new markets. Prospectors emphasize on innovativeness and flexibility. Analyzers follow changes by prospectors very quickly. They have a stable domain of core products, but they can easily quickly introduce competitive products, and sometimes they can provide even products with better qualities. They try to resolve the conflict between the efficiency that defenders are emphasizing on and innovativeness that prospectors emphasize on. So they always try to resolve this conflict between these two spectrums. The three types of firms described by Miles and Snow can be explained using six strategy attributes. The first strategy attribute is defensiveness. That is how much a firm cares about having a strong relationship with customers and suppliers to improve operational efficiency. Of course, defenders like a stronger relationship with customers and suppliers, so can they design processes in a way that cost as less as possible. The second strategy attribute is risk aversion. That means how much a firm tries to follow tried and true paths that certainly uh, end with the result that is expected. Again, defenders are highly risk averse, while prospectors love risk. They take risk most of the time. In that sense, analyzers are like defenders. They are also risk averse. The third strategy attribute is aggressiveness. How much a firm is willing to sacrifice profit, to lose profit for market share so that it can have a higher number of customers or have a higher revenue. Of course, prospectors are aggressive, while defenders and analyzers are at the medium level of aggressiveness. The fourth attribute is proactiveness. How much a firm likes to be the first to introduce new products and services. Again, prospectors are very proactive in comparison to defenders and analyzers. The fifth attribute is analysis. How much a firm does comprehensive analysis and crunch numbers before crunch data to produce numbers before taking action. Again, it's obvious that analyzers are more after comprehensive analysis and crunching data to make decision based on statistical analysis and numbers. The last strategy attribute is futurity, which means how much a firm spend resources on performance evaluation and budgeting for long-term effectiveness. Again, here, defenders are very much care about performance evaluation so that they can figure out those parts of the business processes that can cause cost more than expected and with that they can uh, change the process in a way that the performance is increased. Pause here for a minute and try to answer this question. In the next video, I will discuss IT and IS strategies.